Welcome to Red V TV's instant fan reaction after Saints' 38 points to 12 victory over Hull FC, which does make us officially the league leaders. Paul, what did you make of the game?
It's like a pre-season game in the first half. Stepped it up a little bit in the second half. I think we just wanted to get it out of the way, really. I went for a wee at half-time. Most people were watching the Wigan and Warrington game because that looked like a better game. But to be fair, I'll not give the score away, but I don't know how it ended up myself. But it was like a pre-season game.
Yeah, I mean, before the game, obviously we had quite a few people, quite a few players dropping out. Theo Farge with an illness as well, which meant quite a few youngsters into the squad. Jack Welsby plays about 660 seconds and ends up with a medal. Jake Spedding makes his first appearance of the season. James Bentley makes his first appearance of the season. How do you think they went?
Well, two of them are Black Belt lads, so I was quite pleased to see them on the pitch, and a bit surprised they got a medal. I don't know how that works.
Everything counts, Paul.
Yeah, but I thought, like, Jack's only 17 and he tried to put himself about. I was impressed. I watched him for the last 660 seconds, you know, and it seemed to do okay. Well, they brought Jake Spedding on a bit too late in the game, really. You know, we know he's a centre and we know what he can do, and people saying he was still out at Barrow and don't know what the change is there. But apart from that, I think it was a game we just needed to get out of the way.
Yeah, I think Jake Spedding signed a deal with Barrow for the next season, for the next 2 years. So him getting a last run out, potentially in front of our fans, it's pretty good for him. It just gives Barrow fans a little view on the telly of what he's like. Now, going to Hull, Hull also had a couple of injury problems. Quite a few lads missing from them. I mean, big names, Danny Houghton, Shaw, Snade, all missing. Albert Kelly as well. But they kind of matched us in the first 10-15 minutes, and we kind of went set for set with them. And there was a bit of time when the game was in the balance, and you thought, if Hull do sneak a bit of a lead here, we could be in serious problems.
Well, I watched Hull over the last few weeks, and they were in dire straits. You felt really sorry for Bradford and, you know, what he'd managed to do with them. And then yesterday they had 3 players pull out of the warm-up, and they were competitive, but only to a point. You know, we were poor, they were poor, and it made it a poor game. But I thought, as yourself just said, if they got in front, I thought it might have been a different game. And it was important that we scored that try just before half-time, because going in at 12-all, I think we might have seen some boos. Yeah,
that said, I mean, they were competitive, but the defence let them down quite a bit. There were a couple of our tries where you think, against a Wigan or a Warrington, we're not going to breach that line, are we?
No. And you saw that with Thompson running through on a couple of occasions. That's not going to happen in a playoff game.
Yeah.
He's not going to run 40-50 metres like that. I saw the whole full-back at Malouda. I don't know if he's ever played at full-back in his life before. He was beating himself up with some of the decisions he made. I think he took a dummy at one point, and he was really upset with his performance. And, you know, if he's played full-back for the first time, hands up to him, like, but he looked completely out of position.
Yeah, I thought we've gone all right tonight. There was quite a few positives from it. I mean, I usually stand behind the stick, so sitting at the side tonight for a change. You can see that how quick the game actually was, and I thought our pack did actually quite well to match, because even though Hull are missing, we've still got some big forwards.
I didn't think they look as big as they normally did, you know.
Well, the likes of Scott Taylor, he's still an awkward customer to put down, and they've still got experience in the likes of Danny Washbrook. I mean, he's been going tens of years, and he's been going for ages.
But again, like, we only made an interchange after about 28 minutes today. You know, normally you've got to prop off the pitch at that point, and we haven't done that. The whole of normal, you wouldn't have had the 2 props still on the pitch at that point, you know. So
yeah,
they didn't look as physical.
When all said and done, league leaders shield lifted. A nice and understated presentation as well.
It was different presentation. I was quite surprised, really. They tried the best. It looked like they were waiting for the Wigan and Warrington game to finish before they finally announced it. But Bill Arthur was there with a microphone. Maybe he wanted to cut live. Not entirely sure, but it worked. You know, it was a bit of a fanfare, but the League Leaders Shield will never be what people want it to be, and that's a disappointment.
Yeah, unfortunately not. And Warrington next up, do you expect to see a side similar to that?
No.
Expect to see more players come back in?
I think the Castleford game will go a bit more full strength. Next week, if someone's carrying a knock, they won't play. Saturday afternoon, time for a few people to have a few beers, not the players, like, you know, but we'll see what happens next week.
Paul, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at redv.net. And from here at the Totally Wicked Stadium, good night.
The league. Good night.